everyone. I apologize for the delay. I had some technical issues because this was the first time I scheduled a live stream, but I'm pretty sure I figured it out. There's a few people watching because I've shared this in a few places. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start right now. Perfect. So I'm very excited to do this live stream for you guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Barbara Juliano and I'm a business confidence coach for new coaches. So pretty much I help new coaches get confident, get clients, and make money doing what they love. And one very common thing that comes up a lot with my audience and my clients is that new coaches don't know how to get clients, or they're struggling to get their next batch of clients or to get consistent clients. So I want to talk about something that you could be doing as a new coach that is sabotaging you from actually getting those clients that you need. So I remember when I first started my coaching business, it was very stressful, because in the online world, we have 1,000,001 pieces of information telling us what we should be doing, or the next thing that's going to work, or the next tactic that's going to save our business. So when I first started out, it was super overwhelming. People were telling me to do Facebook ads, they're telling me to do webinars, they're telling me to build my list. Thank goodness that I actually listened to myself and trusted my own business acumen, and I just took my own path, only to realize that there's not only one way to succeed as a coach and to start making money and to start working with clients, right? So the main thing I want to bring up here is you don't need all that complicated stuff to start making money as a new coach. As a matter of fact, I didn't have any of that. I didn't have a fancy website. I didn't have any of the more complicated features that a lot of online entrepreneurs are telling you to do. So don't get me wrong. I do want to point out, I'm not against those type of investments, whether it be in your time or money or whatever. They have helped me grow and upscale my business a lot. But when you're first starting out, you really have to talk to someone who understands brand spanking new coaches. You want to make money right now, you want to start working with clients, and all those things take a little bit of time. Putting up a freebie takes time, building your list takes time, creating a website takes time. So we kind of want to take a different approach so you can start getting momentum without wasting so much time. When I first started working with clients, they're I've been trying to do this for months, sometimes even years, and they still haven't seen any financial results from it, right? So that's why I'm going to tell you that you do not need any of that. So what do you need instead? Because the thing about those softwares or those tactics or strategies is that they're step number 10, right? So when you're working with someone who doesn't understand, or when you buy a program that's not specifically designed for brand new coaches, a lot of the times you're getting step 10 of the journey, when in reality you should be focusing on step 1, 2, 3, 4 ahead. That way you don't get overwhelmed and you actually get traction in your business. So we're gonna have some dogs barking through this live stream. Okay, so what do you really need instead? So instead of focusing on all that complicated techie stuff that's going to take you a long time, if you really want to start working with clients and you really want to find those clients, I would rather you focus on getting really clear in your business, what your niche is, who your ideal client is, getting really clear on how you serve them, what solution you solve for them. Getting super clear on how to answer the question of if someone comes up to you and they ask you what do you do? Are you confident when you answer that question? Are you confident in your ability as a coach? Are you confident in what your business even entails? See, that's the thing. If we don't have that basic foundation before we get into the complicated stuff, then when we get to the complicated stuff, we don't really see that many results. You can even think about it, for example, list building. A lot of people start with list building. Let's build my list, let's build my list. Okay, some people do get a little bit of traction in that, and they start growing their community and they start building a list, but then they end up with this list that they're doing nothing with because they have no clarity on their business and their message and their niche and what they offer to that list. So again, work with someone or buy products that are specifically designed for you as a coach and that are specifically designed for your stage as a coach. Otherwise, you may be sabotaging yourself. You may be skipping way too far ahead, and by skipping that foundation, then you're totally like staying away from working with those clients, right? Because what happens is when you do have that clarity, when you can answer that question with confidence, when you know who you serve and how you do it, what happens is you just simply make connections, and through those connections you get clients. Like, it doesn't have to get complicated. You don't have to have like a crazy Facebook page or a big Facebook group, although I do encourage those things at the specific stage. But to start out as a new coach, you do not need those things. So with that said, by the way, if anyone has any questions, just post them below. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Okay, so the other thing that I really think it's way more important for you to do at the beginning of your journey as a new coach or entrepreneur, and again, instead of focusing on all the complicated stuff that takes a long time, or maybe not a long time, especially if you're working with someone, but they do take a little bit more, more of a bigger gap to actually get that foundation. Instead of focusing on the list, the website, the fancy software, or the big investments and all that good stuff, focus on figuring out what your zone of genius is, what your niche and ideal client is, like I told you. Figure out how to answer that question, like what do you do? And then another really important piece is like, you need to do market research, you know, in order to get all these things right, so you can create a compelling niche, so you can create amazing and innovative ideas for your clients that set you apart as a new coach, so you can understand your market and actually shine and stand out. You're gonna have to do a little bit of market research, right? Like, you're gonna have to look around, not just at your competitors, and see what they're doing and how you can fill the gaps there, but you're also gonna have to look around and do market research with your potential clients, right? So market research is one of the most amazing things that has totally transformed my business. There was a period of time where I would just create programs or launch things because I thought people wanted it. But when I really started delving into market research, I actually started creating things that were selling. Not the things that I thought people would buy, but the things that were actually selling, because I have such an intense market research process. And that's it, guys. That's all you need. You just need a lot of clarity and confidence in the very beginning, and then you take that into connections, which we can call them discovery calls or sales calls. And in order to get those calls, you don't even need a scheduling system or anything like that. Like, when I first started out, I want to point this out, I did not have any of the fancy stuff. Like, I invested a lot of money. I invested like $20,000 into my education so I could be a great coach and I can help you with the things that you really need, which ended up being more than $20,000 over the years because I invested even more to expand my education. But business related, I didn't put in a penny until I made money. And that's what happens when you're resourceful and you have this really big clarity around the basic foundations that will make a difference and will help you get clients. So there's two things I want to share with you. If you're watching this video, I do have an upcoming challenge. It's called the Stand Out and Shine Challenge. It's a 5-day challenge where I'm going to guide you, and it's completely free. And I'm going to guide you through absolutely everything that I told you. So we're going to figure out your zone of genius. We're going to figure out what your niche and your ideal client is. I'm going to teach you how to do market research and competitive analysis. We're going to do a self-inventory to see what your weaknesses and strengths are as a coach, so you can take that into and translate it into profits. And then I'm going to give you like a few tips and tools so we can start boosting your confidence, so you can show up in your power and answer that powerful question of like, what do you do, right? So it's a Stand Out and Shine challenge. It's a free 5-day challenge to stand out from your competition, learn how to shine in a sea of coaches, and find finally make bank in your business. I'm going to post the link below this video. So if you guys want to sign up for that, it's completely free. We start in about 4 weeks, but I will be updating you in the meantime around all the things that we'll be doing. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that I'm actually doing, over the next month, I'm doing 100% free success assessment calls. So no pitch. I'm not trying to sell anything to you. I really just want to help you pinpoint what are the things that are keeping you away from success. So we're pretty much going to spend 20-30 minutes together, and we're going to go down this magic checklist that I have, and figure out like what specific things are you lacking, or do you need to strengthen in your business so you can create success. These are also 100% complimentary. I'm doing a few of them a week, so I'm going to post the link for those as well. If you want to sign up for one and you're a brand new coach looking to grow their business or struggling to get clients, this is going to be amazing because it's going to give you a lot of awareness on what you should be focusing on and all that good stuff, right? So I'll post a link for both things. I'll post a link for the challenge and I'll post a link for the assessment. Both are free. The call is pitch free, one more time, and it really is 100% designed to help brand new coaches who are looking to get their first batch of clients or get their next batch of clients. Like maybe you have like yo-yo client cycles where you maybe get 1 or 2 and then you don't get any more. So we're going to pinpoint why that's happening and create success in your business. That's it for me today, actually. I wanted to